What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol ATER for Aterian Inc. On the left-hand side, we're looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. This, of course, will be more of an update since we covered it recently, and the update to give essentially is that we saw a momentum continuation move to the upside. So let's zoom in and look at it through the 30-minute first, then we'll talk about daily areas up ahead now. How was the move from today's session, right? Was it healthy? Was it strong? Was it weak? So on and so forth. We'll go from the low of the 930 candle all the way on up to the high of that first initial drive. Let me drag this off to the left so we can see. And where's our 38.2, right? So it clearly took out the prior day's high. I would argue that that number is no longer really going to be too relevant. And instead, what we want to focus on is the structure that was left in its wake, right? So the 38.2, it was holding at first, but then it sort of slumped, but we did hold the 50% retracement. This is just going to give us a area to sort of keep an eye on as a higher low, right? So what we'll do is just map out that it did hold the 50 with a regular level, and the 61.8 was never tested or, closed below, so that's not too important to the downside. We'll get rid of that now, and that leaves us with a line in the sand here at $9.88. As we continue trading here, as long as we can hold up in this range, and don't get me wrong, I can see what's happening in the post market here. We're trading about 1018 by 1020, so certainly in this range, right around this area. As long as we hold up in this zone right here, you're looking for healthy consolidation and then a break up and over that $11.20 mark, which of course was today's high. And where did we get that number from? Where did this line come from? Well, simply this prior pivot high. So if you watched yesterday's video, you would have known about that area right there. If we get the break, we're looking at 12 as a bump in the road, but really after that, again, scrunching this chart up, you can see that the next major area of contention is here at 1390, simply coming from this pivot high in here, as well as resistance from in the past. Also 14 makes a nice psychological round number. So look at that. We'll go one more up ahead just in case momentum really comes into this. I'm really liking what's happening with the volume, right? That's a really good sign to see volume supporting the move here. So if we get some sort of massive catalyst, some sort of big short squeeze, I use that word very lightly, and we move to the next major daily target, it would just be this next pivot high right around here, around 1645. But again, do you really think that it's going to put in a daily candle that looks something like this? It's not off the table completely, but the probabilities don't really favor it. Let's, of course, not forget about downside either. If we do take out 980, is there a pullback buy available here? And the answer to that question is absolutely 100% yes. If we extend this to the right, this is the support trend line we drew in a little while ago, stemming from this major low right here. If we scrunch this back in a bit, if we come into that, that's simply going to be a buy because we have made higher highs and continual higher highs on this move higher. And that would be, again, a higher low from the major and dominant trend perspective. Higher low coming in from this was our last higher low here, and this of course was a higher low prior to that. So we're just looking for trend continuation. This is going to give you a relatively tight risk entry, just noting that the stop loss will go underneath wherever we happen to contact the support trend line. If it happens as super support, meaning that it comes in right here and we also have a horizontal level, the more the merrier, right? That's going to be an even more attractive entry here on any sort of downside or pullback inside of ATER. If we do give up 9, just noting that this was sort of the topping area from right in here, I would be more skeptical and probably just sit on the sidelines, not really looking to buy pullbacks if that area does break and we go much lower, right? I wouldn't look for the short and certainly wouldn't look to fish long. Usually after something has gone parabolic, the pullbacks, they tend to be a little bit more aggressive and go places people don't think they can go. So again, just kind of sitting on hands, avoiding if we take out 9 to the downside. So those are my thoughts here on ATER. Hopefully you enjoyed the update here. If you did, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.